Hello, and welcome to Great Builds for Greatsword, where I showcase all the builds that I use most frequently in my hunts. The topic of today's showcase is a build I like to call the Big PP. The objective of this build is to obtain the highest amount of damage possible while maintaining a basic level of comfort. This is my general purpose build and one that I use most often. Since every monster is weak to pain, using this will be effective in most, if not all, the hunts you decide to participate in. This is a very mixed set, and I have tried to squeeze as much efficiency as I possibly could. Here is a complete breakdown. My weapon of choice is the Safi Shatter Splitter. I fully believe that Safi greatswords continue to be the best due to their raw damage and versatility. Most, if not all, my builds will use it. For its awakening, we are going full attack. That means 4 instances of attack 5 and 1 instance of attack 6. As for its augmentations, we're taking 1 attack up and 1 health regen. Please note that you could add another attack up and 1 status up instead of the health regen. This will give you a bit more damage. In my opinion though, health regen is the way to go as it is too valuable for greatswords. Now we are gonna move on to the armor, and we have the Raging Brachy Helm Beta, Frostfang Chest Beta, Raging Brachy Gloves Beta, Kolv Taroth Waist Beta, and Kolv Taroth Legs Alpha. With this 5-piece combination, we are able to take advantage of 3 different armor set bonuses: Agitator's Secret as our offensive bonus, Punishing Draw as our support bonus, and Guts as our defensive bonus. Out of these 3 bonuses, Agitator's Secret is the most important. The other 2 are nice to have, but they're not required. To finish off our equipment, we need the Agitator Charm, the Rocksteady Mantle, and the Impact Mantle. As you can see, the Rocksteady Mantle is suited with 2 Medicine Jewels for additional health regen, and the Impact Mantle is fitted with 2 KO Jewels to increase stun potential. All of this equipment is fitted with the following decorations. On the Greatsword we have Tenderizer Vitality. On the helmet we have Tenderizer Vitality, Critical Vitality, and Expert. On the chest we have an Attack Plus and a Charger. On the gloves we have an Expert Plus and another Expert Plus. On the waist we have an Attack Plus and a Charger. On the legs we have a Charger, an Expert, and an Expert. It is very obvious that this build is incredibly decoration intensive, requiring many high rarity decorations in order to function. Unfortunately, there is no alternative if we desire to reach this level of power. We can only continue to grind and hope that RNG falls on our side. All in all, we are left with the following skills: Attack Boost 7, Critical Eye 7, Agitator 7, Health Boost 3, Critical Boost 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Focus 3, Peak Performance 3, and then Recovery Up and Slugger inactive depending on the mantles. As mentioned, the objective with this build is to reach the highest amount of damage possible. To this effect, we are able to stack all of the standard DPS skills while adding peak performance as our conditional buff. With health regen on the greatsword, it is not too complicated to keep peak performance active throughout most of the hunt. Nevertheless, I am a firm believer of health boost 3 and focus 3 on all greatsword builds, and these 2 skills are the minimum comfort that I always have present in every one of my hunts. Like everything in this world, the present build has its pros and its cons. On the positive side, there is a lot of damage here. The numbers appearing on the screen will be large, and I love large numbers. Also, this is a very general purpose build. It is effective against every monster, and with enough player skill, we will never need to switch to a different one. On a negative note, the most obvious flaw of this setup is its sharpness. First of all, we do not have access to purple sharpness, and we must settle for white. Secondly, we only have a total of 40 hits of white sharpness before we drop to blue. Sharpening mid-hunt will be a necessity. Now, we are lucky enough to have access to Wetfish Plus scales for one cycle sharpening, so make sure that you farm plenty of them. This is definitely the best build that I have to offer and the one that I use the most. I truly hope that it is of use to all of you. The hunt that has been playing in the background is an example of me using this build. I will leave the rest of it as a demonstration. Everyone, thank you for your time, have a wonderful day, and use more Greatsword.